I love pretty jewelry, don't you? I think that these are stunning. I think I'm going to wear these for you for the after show. Hello. Listen, this is a show also. It's not on TV, it's on the internet, but you know, it'll live in cyberspace forever. I don't have to have a scrubbed face and a dirty throw-up robe on every day. Some days, I want to dress for the occasion, darling. I got this robe as a treat to myself when the show got picked up for a real TV show. Remember when we were 6 weeks sneak peek? When we got picked up. This was my way of celebrating. You might recognize it from the Sex and the City movie. The thing is that with the sequins, I can only wear it when my hair is up. There. Welcome to the after show, darling. I had fun on the show today. Cynthia, you know, I still feel the same way. It's very harsh to call somebody stupid, but sometimes that word fits. She is pretty, but like Judge Judy says, pretty fades, stupid is forever. I don't like Peter. It's not for me to judge her husband, but you know what? They're putting themselves on TV, you know. And the part, every time a show ends here at Wendy, there's always something that I kick myself, because I'm like a perfectionist in my own mind. I'm my roughest critic, and there's always something that I leave the show saying, damn, I forgot to do that. Whatever that is. Today, I forgot to mention while she was on the couch to you guys, because did you know? Cynthia has Peter, her husband, 5 kids and 4 babies' mothers. See? Anyway, I hope she's happy. It's not for me to live her life, but it is for us to judge since they're the ones who put it on TV, right? I like Chaz. I like what he said about getting the bottom surgery. And I've heard of that surgery before, where they can either take meat from other parts of your body and you know, use it and fashion a penis, or where they use your clitoris, which clitoris is nothing but an underdeveloped penis. That's why all those sensitive areas are there. So that means that Chaz is going to have Chaz. But all the sensation will be there, and I guess sensation is more important than size. If Jennifer likes it, then I love it. That's the fiance. So happy Thanksgiving to you. I got caught in the spirit. I was like, is it the first of the month already? I'm like, no, you know, I get my period somewhere between the 1st and the 5th, usually. Although there was 1 month this year that I didn't get it at all. That's how I know I'm creeping towards menopause. And oh gosh, there was the time that I had my period for 35 days. And I was so busy promoting this show, didn't want to tell anybody, and I kept running back and forth. Did I tell you this story already? And this was 3 years ago when this show was in its 6-week sneak peek. And I was literally on TV fighting for my life, like fighting for my next career. And, you know, this is how women are, I guess. You know, we're neglectful of our health. And it's such a stupid thing to do. Why am I crying now? Oh, I'm not going to cry. Anyway, I ended up calling my GYN in the bathroom at Fox in Atlanta, which is a beautiful building. It looks like a plantation, gorgeous. And she said, well, you know, don't worry about it. You know, I'll see you as soon as you get back. And it was the day after Michael Jackson died. And anyway, as soon as I got back to Jersey, she unlocked her practice. It was like on a Saturday or something like that, and checked me out, and I was fine. It was just, you know, I'm going through a change sometimes. You know, I'm 47 now, but back then I was 44, and I guess, you know, stuff happens, whatever. I still wouldn't give up being a girl for anything at all. I like the whole process, and I don't mind crying in front of you. I feel as though, you know, why not? You know, but don't mistake my tears for weakness. These are gorgeous. Earring change. You know, tomorrow for Thanksgiving, I'm obviously very thankful, or maybe you don't see it. I am very thankful for having this show, and I'm very thankful for having a wonderful staff and terrific television partners in my Debmar Mercury family. I am extremely thankful for my husband and all that he's added to my life. In many ways, he's saved me from myself. And now I'm good, and I see that, God, these are gorgeous. You know, I see that all that living that I did prior to meeting him was all worthwhile, because I love the life I've made for myself. A beautiful son, you know, a perfect mix of both of us. And my mom and dad, and the idea that, you know, they have lived long enough to see some of my greatest successes, including but not limited to meeting a man that I love, that they found the same thing in him that I did, and now they love him like a son. They've lived long enough to see me give birth after repeated fails, and for my mom to be able to teach me how to be a mom. They've lived long enough to see my career dreams come true, so they could find, because it hasn't been until this show that my parents have been pumping their fists for my career. That thing that I was doing on the radio, that thing that, you know, earned me a nice salary and got me to the National Radio Hall of Fame, they could never understand that it was almost like an embarrassment to them. I think they would never say this, but I think, you know, me on the radio. If you remember me from the radio days, I guess maybe if I was your daughter, you'd be embarrassed too. I don't know. But it's this TV show that has really made things come full circle in terms of them being able to see my crowning achievements. So now I've got my husband, my child, my sobriety. I've fashioned my body into something nice. I'm not ashamed of my age. I feel as though I'm mentally healthy, and they're here to enjoy all that. So I'm thankful. And you know, we were supposed to have off the whole week next week here at Wendy, but me and the partners, and David Perla, who's my executive producer, and whatnot, we decided that the show is in such a good space right now. We don't want to lose momentum, and part of the momentum is not wanting to do repeat shows. Let the other talk shows do repeat shows while we give you new Wendy's next week. So I am off Monday because we got to be fair to the staff. So we're off tomorrow, and we're off Friday, and we're off Monday. But we are back with all new Wendy shows on Tuesday. God, this jewelry is gorgeous. Oh, I feel like Dominique Devereux. So, again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey, because your friends will be judging your waistline afterwards. And thank you. Thank you. Hi. That's it. All right, so look. The traffic is especially bad because it's the holidays. Oh wait, I don't have to stop.
Don't stop.
It's the traffic is especially bad because it's the holiday season, and it's really important that I get it out of here as quickly as possible because the traffic is bad.
Clear.
Ow. I'll tell you what though, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I love what Thanksgiving's at our house because I really make it so that nobody's got to have a headache about anything.
See you tomorrow. Great show.
Bye, Brendan. The only thing I do is I'll take a shower and I'll put on a good muumuu and then a wig, and nobody comes over who's like not family or family-like. Mostly not family. I can eat with my fingers. And I get very antisocial at our house. Like, I'm the type person, you would hate coming to a party at my house or for dinner or something. Because the second I get tired, I don't ask you to leave. What I do is I just slip away. And it'll be about 2 hours before you notice, where's Wendy? You peek in my room, I'll be sound asleep. Or watching TV, or just, in my own Wendy world. I do that all the time. I'm really not a good hostess. I'm a better hostess when somebody else is at the house to have my back. To continue on. Like, my husband's good for that. My husband will... No, come to think of it, no, he's not. My husband's good for slipping out and going to watch the game, which is fine with me. And I'm good for going in our bedroom and going to sleep and turning on the TV and just being antisocial, reading magazines. And then my son is good for getting on the computer and watching basketball stats and stuff with his headphones on. So he, like, we check out. Oh my gosh, we're the worst family ever. Oh, we check out on our guests. All right, well, you know what? That's why you probably don't need to come to our house for Thanksgiving. We check out on you. And most of the time, you know, it's very rare. What are you doing? Are you trying to run?
I'm trying to go home.
All right, Miguel.
Bye.
Goodbye. Snob.
I'm not a snob.
Look, look, I can tell you what else. I can tell you what else happens. If you come to my house, like in the case of Thanksgiving, there's nobody at the house that I am not related to, like blood related, like no wig on related. And the most I can do for you is I will put a wig on so then we can take arbitrary camera pictures. Because normally when there's no wig on, there's no cameras allowed to be brought out in my corner, like in my area. But I put on a wig and I'll socialize with you for an hour or two and then I'll disappear. But I don't kick you out. And you know where everything is. Make yourself at home. And just make sure that the lights are off when you either go to bed or leave. Oh, I'm not a good hostess. Get out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not a good hostess. Oh my gosh. At least I can acknowledge who I am. Who are you? My friends. Love you for watching. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanksgiving. We'll be here and then I'll go home and eat and go to bed. Bye. Hi. I am in this Morel. He cracks me up. It's a beauty secret. Only when I wear V-necks he goes like this. Look, it's fairy dust and it's sparkly. It's just, every woman needs to have something with an atomizer on her perfume table. In this case, it's not perfume, it's dust, and he uses it for my decollage, which I didn't show you today. I'm not a huge fan of orange, and I'll tell you why. I think it looks beautiful on most skin. I have no complaints about how it looks against my skin, but orange makes my very large breasts look like two pumpkins. And they're even more pumpkinlicious when I'm wearing a crew as opposed to a V-neck. I know what the fashion people say. Fashion people say girls with, you know, large chests should always wear a V-neck. Well, you know what? I can't wear a V-neck every day. I don't mind wearing a crew neck. You know, we get into a conundrum here on the show because, you know, we're well past 500 shows here on Wendy, and I don't want to wear a V-neck every day. I like a crew neck, and I acknowledge my big breast, and I acknowledge the whole pumpkin motif. And the crazy thing is that, you know, when I lose weight, and I have lost a couple of pounds despite the fatty that you saw me throwing down today with the food. I've lost a couple of pounds and I don't seem to lose weight in my breasts. Well, guess what? I don't want to, because we've shared this before. I purchased these. They're 18 years old now. I mean, and at the time that I got them, I was larger at the bottom, and also I wasn't on TV. And if we ever run into each other in person, you will say, while they are large, they are not out of proportion of my body in person, which is why they stay. You know, I read the blogs. I know you guys say if you would just get a breast reduction. I'm not getting a breast reduction. It's not going to happen. I acknowledge that I bought them. I love them, and in person, which is where I live the majority of my life, in person, you know. So with that in mind, I don't enjoy orange, but you know, it's color. It's also Thanksgiving color orange. It's a color for this time of year, so I wore it. It was an easy breezy dress, Ralph Lauren, under $300, Lord & Taylor. That dress is one of those timeless dresses, wash, wear, wash. Mine happened to be a size small, but it had a lot of stretch, and it also had a built-in slip underneath it, which was attached by, you know, a string on either side. Anyway, listen, it was a nice dress. It had no zipper. You flip it over your head. It's one of those dresses you ball up and you go across the country and you unfurl it and you look like a decent person. You know I love my fishnet stockings. To me, they just finish off my legs. They give my legs a nice finish, and I like mine in what I call black girl. Or at least my shade of black, so you can't really see them from far away, but you know I always share with you. I was wearing my flower ring, which is my good luck ring. You know, this is my diva ring. It's like 10 years old now. I bought it myself. I wear it every day. My nail polish, OPI. A lot of people have been asking me, I like this color. You know why? Because it's not quite red and it's not quite pink, and I find that it is a go-to color in between wearing all of the other great colors. Like, I like charcoal gray. I like navy. I like everything but black. I'm not a black nail polish wearing girl. The bracelet that I had on this hand, I must tell you, it's a multicolor hinge bracelet by Robert Rose. It was nice, but I like this bracelet better today. The heavier cuff, basket weave, very thin metal. It was a basket weave bracelet, and what we were tying in by wearing that bracelet was, this is a basket time of year. You know, you have the cornucopia on your table. You know, a basket of, you know, pumpkins and fruit, and you know, it's basket time of year. I say all that to say, here on the show there are clothes that we keep and clothes that we borrow from the store because we have relationships. This goes on with everybody in TV, you know. And generally speaking, my keepers are always the timeless pieces, not necessarily the trendy pieces. And yes, I will be keeping the Ralph Lauren dress. And my shoes, classic Manolos. Nude. It's very interesting, and we've talked about this before, looking for nude when you're black. You know, I have peachy nude like white skin, but that's not my nude, and I spent the longest time buying that nude until finally I just put my foot down. I'm like, I'm looking for black girl nude. You know, sometimes straight talk makes for straight understanding. I'm in the store looking at nude shoes, and they're all showing me, you know, nude, but they're white lady nude, and I'm like, look, don't be offended. I'm looking for black girl nude. That is not my nude. My skin is not peach. So, you know, make sure that you get your nude for nude, and they always elongate your legs. I have to get ready to get out of here. Oh, my wig, Twanbray. I call it Twanbray because what? My my hairdresser's name is Antoine, and he did a beautiful job with this. And my after robe, you've seen this before. Samantha and Jules Marini, they put these robes on New Year's Eve, the Sex and the City movie. It's Chanel. I've had this since the 6-week sneak peek. When I found out I got the show, I treated myself to this robe. And I only wear it for you, my friends. You don't mind if I go, do you? Okay. I love you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.